So I wanted to make a bit of an introduction as to what this channel is all about. So I had been working in a number of corporate roles, sales manager, corporate sales manager, business development manager, etc., etc. And there comes a time where you sort of look back and you go, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? Don't get me wrong, I fully understand people have got to support people and money's got to be made, etc., etc. And I fully take that on board. But yeah, I think that the time came where I had to sort of take a step back and realise there's a lot I'm missing out on. So really I wanted to create this channel to sort of document how it goes, really. I mean, it's a big step, taking a sort of step back from that kind of fairly well-paid role, company vehicles, the kind of life that you sort of set up for yourself over throughout your 20s, but then you realise it's just not fulfilling in a way that travel can be, and learning new skills and you know, things of that nature. So really what I wanted to do was set up the channel. We're going to visit new places, learn some new skills. I mean, there's languages I want to learn, there's instruments I want to learn, places I want to go, and experiences that I want to experience. And I think it'd just be interesting, you know, someone that hasn't necessarily, I mean, I've always been extremely adventurous, got out there, been into camping, hiking, fishing, you know, visited a lot of countries as it is anyway, but I want to do it a little bit more in depth, get to see some new cultures. Yeah, there's a lot out there. There's a lot out there for people, and I think COVID was a very large impact on a lot of people. You start realizing that time with loved ones, time for yourself, learning new things isn't to be, you know, don't turn your nose up at that. It's fantastic. Now, again, I want to stress that I fully understand not everyone's in a position where they can just go, right, let's knock it on the head, and I you know, I fully understand that. And I'm not really. I'm fortunate that I've got, you know, family around and friends that are, you know, very helpful and things like that. But as a rule, you know, a little bit of savings and a dream, really. I just want to make it happen. It's just so easy to not get involved, just not think you can do these things and just, you know, live the grind, just keep 9 to 5, holiday a year, you know, living for Friday, living for 5 o'clock, smashing in a quick gym session and getting home, having dinner, going to bed, and then you repeat. And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because I fully appreciate that's kind of how life is. But you almost wake up one day, I almost woke up one day and you sort of go, why are we programmed to think that's the norm? You know, to enjoy maybe 20 years when you're old and decrepit isn't necessarily what I would deem as the way to do it. So yeah, definitely not a knock on anybody that is excelling in their career and thoroughly enjoys it, because again, I've you know, personally I've been there and I did enjoy it at a stage, but you know, sometimes it just comes to that where you feel like you have to put your foot down and may regret it, you may not, but hopefully you'll join. I may regret it, I may not. I'm hoping I definitely don't. And it'd be great if you subscribe and follow along for the journey. Hopefully there's going to be some fun things. I mean, sounds crazy, but there's, you know, there's a few things, even in this country, you know, I want to get a hiking kit up together, sort of a backpacking kit, which I've already started to do, and just get out there and visit the Lake District again, the Peak District, the Yorkshire Dales, get back up to Snowdonia, get round Scotland, and we can document some really, really cool sort of waterfalls, places to see, points of interest, and so on. Come to a lovely spot to film this intro, just to rub it in. What a beauty. Something that I'd love as well, I wanted, this is something when I was sort of planning the channel out, is something that really sort of, something I wanted to action straight away, was hopefully when the viewer base grows and the interactions begin to grow, I want to get it to a stage where even some recommendations are coming in the comments, and you know, that we can do an episode a week or something where we pick out an individual idea. It could be go somewhere crazy, experience something, learn something new, and then we could choose to do that and then sort of, you know, continue to pick one out. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there which have got these things they'd love to do. I just think that'd be a really interesting way to do it. Again, I've got a lot of my own ideas, but I just think it'd be really cool to recommend something to try, or a new skill that you can try and learn, or yeah, it'd be great if we could get to that point. So the first activity, the first hobby, the first challenge, I don't know what you want to call it really, the first thing, what the hell is it called? The first, let's call it activity. So the first activity we're going to feature is sort of a backpacking, hiking, stealth camp-esque type of loadout situation. So looking to get, well, I've actually got an Osprey 65 litre pack, which I'm going to go through. A backpack is tent, so I think it's a Terra Nova Helm Compact 1, so super duper small, compact. And then we're going to go get out there, chuck ourselves into the middle of, say, the Lake District, and just see where we end up. We'll have food, we'll have cooking equipment, we'll have appropriate clothing, and just see where we end up. There's some gems out there, trust me. From back when I was even in Wales, you know, I've come across Canadian bombers that went down in the 40s, and you know, there's remnants of it across the floor, and you just stumble across these places sometimes. So it's been a while since I've been able to get out and about, so I think that's definitely going to be an interesting one. Again, being from the UK, you've got Scotland, Wales, some beautiful places within England. You know, I live in the south of the country. Everything looks quite like this unless you go into the town centre, then it can be a little gross. But no, I mean, we're halfway there. I'm going to do a little bit of a kit demonstration to show you. And then really from there, we finding a destination, we're getting a destination booked, or making a plan on where to go and implementing it. Really short one, I just wanted to sort of introduce what the channel's all about. And I'd really appreciate any support. Thank you all. Ooh, give that another go. Whew. Jesus Christ. Sorry to get interrupted there. Oh, hello. Yes, as I wanted to say. What did I want to say? Good Jesus. There were brain hurting. Good Jesus.